What's up, tubers? So here we are with our second to last book review for the month of December. The book we're reading is actually very special to me. It is what first got me into the idea of writing my own book, because it just felt, this made me believe it was possible. I don't know why, I don't know what it was about it that made me believe it, but it did. And it is 2 books in one, by Nancy Holder and Debbie, I'm not going to try and pronounce your last name because I don't want to butcher it, but it is Wicked, Witch and Curse. Let me read you the panel. Holly Cather's world shatters when her parents are killed in a terrible accident. Wrenched from her home in San Francisco, she is settled in Seattle to live with her relatives Aunt Marie Claire and her twin cousins Amanda and Nicole. In her new home, Holly's sorrow and grief soon give way to bewilderment at the strange incidents going on around her, such as how any wish she whispers to her cat seems to come true, or the way a friend is injured after a freak accident from a vicious falcon. And there's the undeniable magnetic attraction to a boy Holly barely knows. I'm switching names around. Holly, Amanda, and Nicole are about to be launched into a dark legacy of witches, secrets, and alliances, which ancient magics yield, where ancient magics yield dangerous results. The girls will assume their roles in an intergenerational feud beyond their wildest imaginations, and in doing so will attempt to fulfill their shared destiny. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, right from the get-go there, that sounds so interesting, right? I don't even remember why I got this book. I really don't. But it just, something about it just grabbed me and pulled me in about it. I think it was the cover of it. I mean, look at that. It looks so cool. It is a really good, really interesting book. It's third person. As told from the back, the main character is Holly. I think there are parts that are told from her cousin's point of view, but I can't remember. It's actually been a while since I read it. But Holly is, as I said, recovering from the tragic accident of losing both her parents at the same time and having to move from San Francisco to Seattle, which is traumatizing for anyone, to get, lose your parents and then be ripped from your home. But then to find out about magic on top of all of that, I mean, I can't even imagine what that was like for her. But she adjusts well. She learns to deal with it very well. I mean, it's impressive the way she deals with it. I just completely lost my train of thought. Highlights to the... not highlights. Plot summary to the book. It basically gives it all away on the back. Unlike most where it just gives you briefness, the 3 girls find themselves tangled in a intergenerational feud that they have predestined parts in, and there's nothing they can do about it. They have to take their places. Highlights to the book would have to be their cats. Each of the girls have a cat of their own, and their cats are their familiars. For those unfamiliar with the term, a familiar is a witch's companion. And their cats are their familiars, so they're there for them for everything, for whatever they need. And that's why when Holly whispers things to her cat, they seem to come true. Pros and cons. Pros, very well written, very believable that it could happen in Seattle, could be happening in Seattle. The portrayal of magic has both the naive side, the innocent side, the stereotypical side. It's the actual side. It's very, very well represented. Cons. I don't really have any. I do apparently have a neighbor dying outside. I don't actually really have any cons for the book. It just the whole thing is very well written. It is very, no cons. Another pro would be the quick bond between the cousins, between Holly and her cousins. When she comes in, it's almost like she bridges the gap between the twins because they aren't really even friends before Holly joins in, and when she comes, it's like she's the missing piece they need in order to get along. So it bridges a very serious gap between them, and they bond very well. That is definite. That is another definite pro. Yeah, no, I have no cons. Overall review is an amazingly written book. Books. There's two of them in here. They're amazingly written books. Nancy and Debbie did a fantastic job with this book and with the rest of the series, which, yes, I own. They did a fantastic job with this entire series, and I can't wait to read more of their books. I actually have another of their books that I have yet to read that I cannot wait to delve into. I would definitely recommend it to teens of all ages. It is not overly explicit in anything that you wouldn't want your kids around. So yeah, definitely teens of all ages. No lower than teens though. And it definitely gets a, I don't know, something about it just tells me to give it a 9 out of 10. So it gets a 9 out of 10. And that is my book review for Wicked, Witch and Curse. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you go out, get it, read it, love it. Oh, excuse me. And for our last, oh my goodness, excuse me. And for our last book of the December month, it too is a double edition. It is by C.C. Hunter, and it is called Shadow Falls: The Beginning, Born at Midnight, and Awaken at Dawn. And I can't wait to share it with you guys, and I will see you next time.